Hello everybody, it is me, Arifureta and today we're here talking about an anime called Wasteful Days of High School Girl, which is a very weird title because it should be Wasteful Days of a High School Girl, unless that is the true title. If not, it's called Joshikousei blah blah blah. Oh, for the intro of this series is definitely very odd and unique because is very all over the place and it basically goes with the whole entire theme of the show. I like it how it seems like the main character of this show, it started out with the red-haired girl, but then it ended up being the brown-haired girl that's very energetic and weird. I like how she rushed to school with instead of it being like a toast in her mouth, she brought a whole entire loaf in the packaging and all from the supermarket. Just wow. She just had it in her mouth and she just rushed to school with it, and then she just started eating this loaf after loaf while every single other student in her all-girls school. Apparently she had like a thing where she wanted to go to a co-ed school, but then apparently because she's like a dumb airhead, she totally forgot that she's going to an all-girls school. And then I'm just like, dude, how could you forget something like that? But then we saw her just getting like watched from everywhere, and it seems like she's gonna get popular for a different reason because apparently her friend, the red-haired girl, apparently was like looking through like their elementary school book, and then it was showing like their goals and stuff like that, of what they wanted from the future. And apparently, I forgot what the red-haired girl's was, but then it showed how the blue-haired girl was become a microbiologist, and then the main character, the brown-haired girl, her goal is to be an amazing high school girl that goes on dates with boys and has like this and becomes amazingly popular. And we could just tell from the first 9 minutes of this episode that her popularity is going to be for a whole entire different reason, because from the first 9 minutes of this episode it seems like she's trying to like become popular with like with like the most people possible, because like so far she's become like sort of like acquaintances with like a strange blonde-haired girl that thinks of herself as like an alternate reality, like high tier like magic person from another world. And then we saw how she became acquaintances with like a lolly type character that is very like conscious about her height. And I guess we're gonna get introduced to the other girl soon, because right now she got introduced to the I guess like orange haired girl that looks sort of like a dude because of her haircut. This is what I thought at first, but then since it's an all girls school, I got overthrown by that. But one scene that in particular that I could mention was the teacher scene. Like, dude, like the main character is just like, oh, if I can't get any guys in the school, maybe I'll have a hot teacher for my classroom. So then the teacher comes in and he looks like a very I guess weird looking dude. But I guess if he cut his hair and took off his glasses, he would look good looking to his classmates. But then like I guess like the teacher comes in, slams his fist on the table, and says, "I have something to tell you all. I am not gonna seduce any of you. I'm only into college girls." And I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he goes on this huge rant about like what he's like about his goals and what he's gonna do and stuff like that. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And like all of the girls in the classroom are just like, this teacher is no good. Like all of them just have like these very disdained looks where their eyes are just like pitch black, and everyone's just like, wow. That teacher was something else. Like that rant, like man, like that was very awkward to watch too. Like I was like covering my face. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And then he's just like, well, that's it. And then he's like, well, and I'm happy to be the teacher for the next year. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I really enjoy the comedy aspects of it so far, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next parts of this episode. And I can't wait to see what other characters she becomes acquaintances with in her goal to be the most amazing high school girl. Hey, so I just watched the Mill Press episode, and then we saw how the main character, Tanaka, was able to. She wrote nicknames for every single person in her class, and like all of the nicknames were pretty funny. She named the red haired girl, her friend, a Robo, and then named the other girl, shit, I already forgot what it was. Maybe it was the other way. No, it was Robo was the girl that was the biologist one. I think the red haired girl was like something that had to do with her being creepy, and that was pretty funny. And then she named like the lolly girl this lolly girl. Like her friends think of like a name for her, and then like the names that they keep on crossing out and circling end up being like the names that everyone in the whole entire school or just people in her classroom call her. So her first name was like Head, what was it, like a head that covers most of the body, which was pretty funny. And then her second one was minor character, which was pretty funny to hear. And then the last one was family full of nudists, which was pretty funny because you saw them also like calling her that when they saw her outside of school, which was pretty funny. How I guess like that is like retribution. How she nicknamed like everyone else in the classroom very very disingenuous names. So then they were trying to think of disingenuous names for her based on what the microbiology girl was thinking of. It was a pretty like funny incentive to have. But then after that, we saw how she keeps on trying to get popular with boys, even though that she's at an all girls school. And every single like thing that she thinks of is very stupid, and then she ends up in the classroom with the teacher, and then ends up asking the teacher why he likes college girls, and he ends up saying that he likes college girls based on business suits, which was pretty odd because most girls would pretty much wear normal suits unless like or like wear normal clothes unless they were like trying to look very proper and stuff like that. But I guess like he's wearing a suit, which I guess that is pretty odd in itself. But I guess that works for Japan. And then we saw how the main character ends up like coming through a solution while she's like in the classroom with the teacher after she hears the teacher's explanation. So then Tanaka ends up coming to the conclusion that she needs to go through her graduation yearbook of middle school and elementary school and go to every single boy that was in those schools and try to see if she can like become friends with them or go on dates with them. And the teacher is just like, whoa, 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 that's not gonna work. You can't just go up to these people and interrogate them like this. And then she's just like, huh? I should just do it anyways. And then she just like runs away from the classroom while she got held back to do some math problems. And then she ends up skipping school. So far, pretty funny, pretty entertaining. Can't wait to watch the rest of this.